Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today, we're going back to Pekka Smash, which is something I really haven't played since Town Hall 12. But the number one legend pusher, or at least the best legend pusher I've seen, Leo or Li Feng, he uses this strategy pretty much exclusively on all of his accounts, and he's super good at it. So I want to get back to trying to learn this strategy, especially because I'm anticipating a pretty firm nerf of the wizard blimp. So anyway, on this base in particular, I decided to walk the 12 o'clock because this is the only place where my warden isn't going to take expo fire. And it seems like if the expo gets locked onto the warden, your healers will not switch over to the Pekkas, and the raid just will simply fizzle out. So we're just charging here with the warden. We're going to put the queen in. We wall broke into the multi here. And we're just going to force the queen and the warden into this multi. I'm going to freeze that up. Don't know why I froze that. Panic freeze or something. And then we're going to attempt to wall break this junction here. Right here. Right there. To let the queen and warden come into this compartment. Of course, that's not going to happen because the base builder made the shape of the walls so that it's really hard to get that wall broke open. I probably had to wall break a little more towards the 12 o'clock side. Anyways, I decided I'm going to send the entire army into that compartment by putting the king and witches at 3 for the funnel, and then the Pekkas to go in with the super wizards. And the queen, of course, comes out of the compartment and goes back into that compartment we wall broke. The problem with that was that it made the expo switch over to the warden and then forced his ability early. So because of that, I decided to blimp the town hall and hold the jump to try to connect the expo compartment to the multi-target inferno compartment. Almost lose the blimp here with that sweeper and that tornado and the queen. So I froze everything up in the core just to make sure we get the town hall down. I don't have sneaky goblins in the CC, so I really can't risk anything with the blimp to the town hall. I just go ahead and rage it. And you don't always have to. If you bring sneaky goblins in your CC, a lot of the time you can get away without raging your blimp to the town hall. Anyway, so I jump into that multi-target inferno compartment. The queen's taking care of pretty much everything inside the base, and the entire army is taking care of everything outside the base. We have 3 Pekkas, 3 witches, 5 super wizards running around the outside of the base, just absolutely tearing up everything outside. And the queen strategically taking out everything inside. I had put the royal champion in. She's going to go ahead and take care of that island scatter shot that the queen cannot reach. And we're just working our way through. Queen's going to start beating walls here. The king would normally be a problem at the end of the raid, except for we have so many troops left that it honestly is not going to matter. And the only problem here was time. We 99% of that thing had like 66% health maybe. Alright, let's look at another raid. Okay, here we have something of a ring-ish type of base. A square ring, I guess. The thing about this is that there's really only one layer you have to break into, and then you could jump to the core, and you can reach everything important from the core if you can manage to jump into there, right? So I'm just trying to figure the best angle to approach this, where, again, I'm not going to be taking any warden fire because I'm going to warden walk to start, and I don't always. Sometimes I queen charge, but this time we're going to warden walk, and I decide here because I think I can get to this scatter shot and cut a nice funnel. Now, I am going to take some expo damage, but that's okay as long as I can get the scatter shot down. I feel like it's worth it. All right, so here we go. We got the warden working on some of these outside defenses. The nice thing about these bases with one layer of trash around the outside of the base is, sorry, I can't talk, is that it's really easy to funnel, right? So the warden, I know he's going to step directly in to go for that scatter shot. So it's worth it to just place him down here instead of trying to queen charge, which we could have done, but you wouldn't get that second layer funnel like this layer funnel. With the warden walk, we get such a deep funnel, even though I'm burning a rage on him, which seems like I used to think that that's not the move, right? You don't want to do that. after playing a lot of Warden Walk strategies, there's nothing wrong with the single rage for the Warden. Sometimes, depending on the base, actually even 2 rages for the Warden Walk. But anyway, so we're moving in, and this is a raid where I make a lot of mistakes, okay? Like, for example, I'm going to wall break here. I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have just jumped to the core and had my whole army jump into the core, because like I said, you could reach everything from the core. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I put the jump now, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I really just like screwed myself here. I'm going to put the blimp in to get the town hall, because none of these troops are going to go back into the core of the base, so we can try to force feed our way into this single target inferno. And then the queen actually did jump back, which is nice. But everybody else kind of worked their way out of the base, which is fine. But the Yetis ended up taking down both inferno towers that could have killed the queen, which was really clutch. And we're just slowly working our way around the base with the Pekka, the wizards, and the royal champ at the top. Queen in the core, she just killed the RC, or she's about to kill the RC, she just killed the eagle. We're going to freeze up the enemy RC to keep RC alive just a little bit longer. Not really going to matter, though, because the king is going to end up killing her, so probably could have saved that freeze. Another mistake. But yeah, this strategy can be very forgiving, even when you make a ton of mistakes like I did here. This is still going to be a triple. So a lot of people, I heard Boom the other day on a stream saying that this is probably the most versatile strategy, so I'm trying to learn that versatility, and I'm not really there yet, but just going to share with you guys some of my raids. All right, let's look at another raid. All right, classic ring base. We've seen this probably 100 times, and to be honest, with the wizard blimp, this base is very easy to take down unless you run into a blimp bait, which always hurts. But with Pekka's, this is really just about cutting a funnel on 2 sides, send everything into the middle, and you're good, right? I'm going to warden walk to 12 o'clock here. My idea is I just want to warden walk to this air defense so that it doesn't pick off my healers as I move through into the base, okay? So that's kind of the idea. Let's go and fast forward this warden walk a little bit. Haven't put any healers down because I want to get the angle right so I'm not dragging the healers into any traps. So here we go. King and witches down to funnel at the 3 o'clock. Wall break into the center. Now, mistake I made here is I should have used a wall wrecker to push into that town hall, and I don't. I do get the wall breaks all the way there, actually, but I end up using a blimp to go into the town hall when I honestly should have just used a wall wrecker. It's much easier, I think, for the troops. Anyway, so here we go. Blimp going in, troops dealing with the CC. Go ahead and hit the tome. Everybody's going to kind of split up a little bit here, but the queen will go inside after the troops kind of clear everything out for her to go in. And the Pekka's tank, or not the Pekka's, the Yetis will tank for her and take out some of these buildings in there while she's dealing with those super minions, which are a complete headache. Now, you could tell I messed up a lot on this because I still have 2 rages, 2 freeze, and a poison. Definitely should have poisoned the CC, and I don't know, it's not looking great. The queen goes down. The royal champ is doing her business, and everything's just looking like not so great. So I definitely made some mistakes here, and I probably should analyze what I did wrong here. Ring bases are very tough. All right, so let's just fast forward this. Balloons. Get a little lucky here. I did have a rage and a freeze, so I could kind of force everything through. That single target inferno is a lot of heat, but with the witches and the Pekka, we have just enough to kind of force our way through this base. But again, I'm relearning this strategy. It's been a long time. So all right, let's take a look at one more raid. So the final base I want to look at here is something just really weird and hard to really break down what to do. So what I decide to do is come from this like 7:30 o'clock side with the blimp, and I really wanted to come in and land it on the king and get both the inferno and the eagle. However, it's trapped, so my blimp eats it kind of early, And I'm going to get lucky and still get that single target Inferno, which was really nice, because if I didn't, probably would have been a lot of trouble here. But after that, we have a kind of nice funnel. So I'm going to put the queen in, take my time. I'm waiting to place the healers because she's really not in any danger right now. And again, I don't want to drag my healers through any unnecessary traps. Put a cocoa balloon in, put the healers in. Now, I have no clue what the queen's going to do here. I'm not sure if she's going to step in. I'm not sure if she's going to come down here. I decided to put the baby drag here just to make sure she goes in. She stepped in on her own. I didn't really need that. I decided to put the warden in with her so that we don't need to rage or use a freeze or anything to take down that royal champion. She was taking fire from a cannon, I think, too. But now we're just kind of curious. All right, queen, what do you want to do? Are you going to step out and come for this gold storage? She steps up and gets the eagle, which is nice. And then she starts beating a wall. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I need that warden and healers for my Pekka smash, but I'm going to go ahead and put the king and witches here at the mortar. I'm going to send the Pekkas in here. I'm going to wall break, send all the wall breaks in to try to get to the town hall. Going to try to keep the queen alive through that core area, and hopefully we can talk these Pekkas and wizards into going to the town hall. And if not, if they come out here and walk down this side, we'll send the RC for the town hall because the warden will be there. We could probably tome that RC in the warden aura. Here comes the CC, so the king's going to have to deal with that, but with all the wizards, it's actually going to be no problem at all. We do send the RC in, and about that time, the Pekkas turn back for the town hall, so I tome and rage, and we're going to get through there. No problem at all. The queen's taking some fire, but she's going to be just fine. I'm going to hit her ability, and she's actually going to make that push through the back pretty easy. I froze up the singles so that the Pekka could take that down. And here we go. We're just making that push through the base. And this strategy is extremely versatile once you get used to all the tools that you have. Because it doesn't seem like much. Couple of Pekkas, couple witches, and some wizards. It really doesn't seem like much, but there are a lot of tools at your disposal when you're doing this strategy. You just have to get used to doing it. So I'm going to play it more, and as I come up with more and more different tools to use when playing this strategy, I will share them with you guys. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one.